The top 10 interesting facts of India. Did you know that India used to be an island more than 100 million years ago? About 50 million years ago, it collided with the Asian continent and thus was born the Himalayas. Fascinating, isn't it? With over 1 billion people from all kinds of religions and ethnicities, India is not only the second most populated country. We have listed our top 10 interesting facts about the India. Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope all are doing good. My name is Athish. Welcome back RS channel. Before begin to start to take a look at video request to subscribe our RS channel and don't forget to hit bell button get an immediate notification. Let's begin. 1. India has the second highest population in the world. India currently has the second highest population in the world, with China having the highest. The country is estimated to have a population of around 1.3 billion people, with the highest populated cities being Delhi and Mumbai, each with a population of over 10 million. In 1951, India became the first developing country to start a family planning program. Since then, India's population has quadrupled. Current projections by the UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs estimates that the country's population will reach 1.5 billion by 2030, and 1.64 billion in 2050. 2. There's a day dedicated to Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam in Switzerland called Science Day. Dr. Kalam had visited Switzerland on May 26, 2006, and that day is nationally known as Science Day in Switzerland. With over 40 Indian attractions in the list of UNESCO World Heritage Site list as one of India's two most beautiful cities, Ahmedabad and the Pink City, Jaipur. With Ahmedabad having traditional houses that are densely packed and an urban landscape layout that was frozen in time, this city is a much-deserved place on the list along with the Pink City's unique landscape of pink structures that go back to the city's old rule. 3. World's highest rail bridge in Jammu. About 35 meters taller than the Eiffel Tower, the arch-shaped Chenab Bridge in Jammu and Kashmir is the world's tallest rail bridge. It stands at the height of 1,178 feet over the river Chenab. 4. The second largest network of roads in the world. Traveling becomes convenient here since there are around 1.9 million miles of roads in the country, making it the second largest network of roads in the world, only second to the USA. 5. World's only floating post office in Dal Lake in Srinagar. India has the unique distinction of having about half a dozen floating post offices. These post offices are located in Jammu and Kashmir, Kerala, Tripura, West Bengal, Mizoram and Meghalaya. The reason? These states have floating markets at select locations. People sell their wares from small rafts and canoes since waterways are the only mode of transport. To cater to this population, India Post offers floating post offices. Some of these operate only seasonally. They offer the full range of postal services. 6. India is home to the famous Holi Festival. The Holi Festival is a Hindu festival that takes place over 2 days. It originated in India and celebrates love, spring and new life. Holi is usually celebrated in March as it marks the end of winter and the arrival of spring. During the first day of Holi, people gather around a bonfire to celebrate good triumphing over evil. The second day of the festival is the one most people will know, and includes lots of colorful perfumed powder, paint, water pistols and balloons. People launch all these things at each other in the streets, which ultimately creates a color bloodbath. For this reason, the Holi festival is also known as the Festival of Colors. Over the course of the 2 days, the festival celebrates the legend of Holika and Prahlad, and the Hindu god Krishna. 7. The game, Snakes and Ladders, originated in India. The board game, Snakes and Ladders originally came from ancient India. The game was known back then as Moksha Pat or Moksha Patamu. It's believed that it was played as early as 2nd century BC, although it's not known exactly who invented the game. Historians believe it was created to teach morals to children, and lessons about karma in a way that children might understand. The squares where the ladders start was originally supposed to represent virtue, and the squares that had the head of a snake were supposed to represent evil. In the original Hindu game, the snakes outnumbered the number of ladders. The game was then translated to English and transported back to England during the 19th century during the colonial times. The game was modified and stripped of any moral aspects and the number of ladders and snakes were made equal. The game was then named Snakes and Ladders or Chutes and Ladders in the US. 8. Indian Rupee. Global currency. Yes, the Indian rupee was once a global currency. It was legal tender in countries of East Africa, Arabia and Mesopotamia. Till the early 1970s, the Indian rupee was used as official currency in various Arabian Gulf countries including Qatar and UAE. In some countries, Indian rupee notes were overprinted with the name of the country where they were circulated. In other countries, Indian rupee notes were dipped in indelible red ink to distinguish them from ones used in India. Today, 7 countries including India use rupee, their own, as currency. Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Mauritius, Seychelles and Indonesia, rupiah. 9. Land of 19,500 languages. According to figures released by the Indian government, over 19,500 languages and dialects are spoken in India. The 2011 National Census of India pegs this figure at 19,565 languages. Some Indian languages are only spoken and do not have an individual script. India is also home to over 780 languages that have scripts. Some of these languages and dialects are on verge of extinction because the number of their native speakers is dwindling. This phenomenon is triggered due to the dumping of the native language by certain communities in favor of English, Hindi and others. 10. Second biggest user of mobile. India has some 1.5 billion subscribers connected to second generation, 2G, third generation, 3G, and 4G networks. However, some sources peg this figure to a modest 730 million, considering that several Indians have more than one mobile subscription. According to various estimates, India will far outstrip China as the largest user of mobile phones as telecom services providers move to improve connectivity in remote parts of India. Alright guys, I hope you guys are enjoy this video. Like this more interesting video, request to like this video and make sure don't forget to subscribe our RS channel and hit a bell button to get an immediate notification guide. Thanks for watching, see you next video.